Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with a video on shrooms. And let me say, shrooms are magical. Like, there's a reason they call it magic mushrooms. There's a reason Mario is fucking underground fighting Ninja Turtles to be able to get those things. All right, my experience with this. Sometime last year, I wasn't 100% sure what to expect, and I'm just tripping inside of someone's bedroom, and suddenly I go from bedroom and I see the universe. I blow right past the Milky Way and Andromeda, and I go to some faraway galaxy, and I see other solar systems that are talking to, like, here's one solar system, here's another. Both have, suns and planets, orbiting around them, and they are somehow solar system to solar system communicating with one another. And I'm thinking, like, okay, on Earth, we don't even have a fucking control of one one planet. We don't. It's a couple of people have control of little patches of dirt, and a couple of people have control of other little patches of dirt, and sometimes those people in control get fucking, like, stop signs shoved up their ass during a coup d'etat. I remember when I was in Kuwait, and in, like, it was 2016, and there was an attempted coup d'etat in Turkey, and I had some friends stationed at Interlake. I was like, I'm trying to reach out, like, oh, what the fuck's going on? The whole internet was blacked out, and that was a fuck. So I'm thinking, like, all right, we can't fucking control one planet by ourselves. We are a type 0 civilization. Basically, a type 1 civilization is something that, like, we kind of have, like, it's, a type 1 fashion system would be like uniforms, or a type 1 civilization way of talking would be kind of like the internet. That'd be like a cell phone. So, like, we're getting there. Type 2 civilization, you think, would be, Star Trek. You could travel to other places, there's advanced technology. The third civilization, like type 3, that is, think of the Empire from Star Wars. They have control of a sun, of a star, and they use it for fucking weapons. Obviously, Death Star, Mega Death Star, and the new ones. And you have this. Hopefully, other beings in the planet don't do that. But when I think of how to help, what that showed me is, like, if this is a game, if we're all computer code, if we are all ones and zeros, and we are a advanced version of The Sims for someone else, we are not even a player on the board yet, where other people have control of multiple solar systems and we don't have this. It's no wonder why other places don't attack us yet, that we're not a threat to them. So, and plus we're fucking savages. So my best thing, like, the best way to help humanity, one, survive, because, World War III could break out at any moment, would be to say, like, okay, we need to, one, save the planet that we're on, trees, oceans, get rid of all the carbon. And then, my idea is, like, okay, well, Elon Musk is kind of taking care of that with electric cars and, auto bidder and stuff. And I was like, okay, but here's what I could do. If I could take the blueprints of where Bill Gates sent, like, vaccines, and then, those people, in that poorer parts of the world have, okay, they're immunized against, certain diseases, and then Elon Musk gives those particular places solar panels. Okay, now they have clean, renewable energy. That's great. And then I could build them wells. I get enough money, I build enough wells, hygiene stations and all that, so then a bunch of these people that no longer have to worry about disease, they no longer have to worry about energy or clean water, they can now stop trying to find food. And a lot of the people in these other countries, they'll boil leaves into paste and eat the paste, and they'll make this cookies out of mud, essentially, and try to eat that, and they're surviving on nothing. Eventually, if we can get, I don't know how many tens of millions, maybe 100 million of those people, lift them out of that into, they can use their brains. This is an untapped brain market. Up until, like, the 1900s, when, women weren't allowed to, like, go to school or anything, and that was an untapped brain market in America. Now all these women are suddenly contributing, and they're, innovative and inventive and life gets better. If we can do that with 100 million people, a consequence of that will just be to give rise of 1,000 geniuses. So picture a couple of hundred Bill Gates and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos in the world to be able to invent stuff, be able to cure diseases. That's what's going to help save this planet. And Elon Musk is already working on making us a multiplanetary species. That's what mushrooms showed me, is to do what I can to build as much wealth as I can to try to help a bunch of these people, lift them out of poverty. And do I always have the best ideas? No, I have a million ideas, and more than half of them are absolute dog shit. Remember when I tried to open up like a women's clothing company, and I was like, all right, this is during COVID, I can't get a whole bunch of people in a room trying to sew pockets into dresses. So, times and places for everything. But that is what the mushroom showed me. And if those problems are solved by the time I get enough money, I'm just going to help animals. That's what I'm going to do. It's what I've been doing on the way up there. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Mushrooms are great. I took them again, like a few months back, saying like, right, how do I solve COVID? And then they showed me like, no, like COVID had to happen. Like that's what it did. Oh, so another thing that I saw on shrooms, the first time was, oh God, my friend Sarah. Like my friend Sarah posted like a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, like, see you on the other side, a picture of a bunch of mushrooms in her hand. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I thought about it because she had died a couple of years ago. And I thought like, I wonder, if I'll be able to see her. Like, I wonder if when you're on shrooms, you go to a place where your consciousness visits, and maybe your consciousnness, some of it stays there somehow, and maybe you can connect with them. And I fucking did. And, a lot of you guys will know sometimes my ideas are a little bit out of left field, but for the most part, very realist. Sometimes I'm a little bit of an optimist, but for the most part, I like to think I am very, very down to earth and think, all right, we could do that. This might be why we can't do that. And really try to be practical. But I will swear on my life, I saw her. I saw her, and like, it's almost like we both had neural links because we didn't say anything, but we communicated somehow. And I don't care who the fuck you are and try to explain. You can't tell me that wasn't real. That was one of the fucking realest things I've ever experienced. And I was on drugs, but fuck, man, if that wasn't real, I don't know. But I would definitely recommend it. Again, if you're in the mindset for it, even if you're not, it forces you to go through stuff that you haven't that maybe you're just not dealing with. And even during a bad trip, a lot of the times it's okay, that was good, I needed that. Again, I'm not a professional by any means, but that's just something that I wanted to get out there. I think shrooms are great. I think shrooms and LSD should be legalized. Just my opinion. So guys, that is it. I have a lot of other videos to make, a lot of other work to do, Pokemon cards to list. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I shaved and I don't have a chin anymore. I love you all. Bye.